Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Wheel of Spades. Obviously, in the last episode, we spun the wheel before we ended the episode, and this is the vehicle that we got. But as I said, going forward, we will not be doing that. I prefer spinning the wheel at the start of the video. It gives a bit more incentive to, see the wheel. So we won't be spinning the wheel at the end of this episode. Obviously, the usual time slips will be below, but obviously there won't be the bonus one with the wheel spin at the end, because, well, I'm not a big fan of it, and, well, we've tried it at least. No one seemed to be too bothered by it, but personally, I prefer spinning the wheel at the start of the episode, and that's how it's going to be going forward. So, of course, in the last episode, we took a look at the M8 HMC, which went okay, but definitely could have gone better if it wasn't for Gaijin screwing me over. And obviously, in that wheel spin, we got the Sarc Mk VI 6-pounder, which is actually a pretty good vehicle, so I'm kind of glad that we get to take a look at this one. So as per usual, in the description below, there's going to be usual timestamps for this series, and there will also be the usual links for the channel itself, including the TikTok, Discord, and Patreon, should you wish to support the channel any further. And of course, special shout out to my Patreon members, Boss, Nas, and Ram Ranch, for supporting the channel via Patreon. So, the Sarc Mk VI 6-pounder is actually a pretty decent vehicle. Its suspension's a bit spongy, but other than that, it's fair enough. It's not very well armoured, but we do get a 6-pounder and a 50 cal up on top, which it does give this thing a very unusual profile. I mean, it's kind of like they just took a Puma, squished it, and added on a 50 cal, and it pretty much just went from there. They just kind of squished it to make it fit. Obviously, we do have quite a lot of selection. Obviously, there is a new camouflage for this vehicle, which I've not started to grind yet. Wasn't even aware it got one, but when I went to check this vehicle over to make sure it was all spaded and everything, I noticed that there was a new camouflage. But otherwise, we're going to be maining the Shot Mark 9, which is a really decent shell for this BR at 3.7. And we do get decent penetration and good enough post-pen. And of course, we do have the 50 cal, which we've already mentioned. We also get a 7.92 coax, which fires nothing but AP or API rounds, which is pretty good. So we do at least have that. But otherwise, this vehicle is just it's very top-heavy, so we have to be careful whilst we're driving. We do get a smoke grenade launcher, but, well, it's literally right here, the smoke grenade launcher. It's this little tube-looking thing there. Now, unlike the 2-pounder version, we don't have, an immediate shoot out, and then retreat. It's a one-shot reload, but that should be fine. The 6-pounder also gets access to HE, which we're probably going to bring a couple just in case, because also we could lose the 50 cal. But we have to bear in mind as well, we're only a 3-crew vehicle, so if we get hit, we're probably dead. But this thing can scout, it's reasonably mobile, with 190 horsepower, propelling the 11.2-ton vehicle to a top speed of 40 miles an hour. We also do get a decent reverse rate. As for how the vehicle was to Spade, it was pretty simple, but you've just got to be careful of it being quite top-heavy. The brakes, being a wheeled vehicle, are also pretty terrible, so that's another thing you have to bear in mind. The wheels are the brakes are very poor. The 6-pounder's recoil can affect the chassis quite a bit, so make sure to anticipate that by learning it, because it can be something that catches you off guard. If I was to give a personal recommendation on how to play this vehicle, you want to try and fire from around the front section of the vehicle. So what I mean is fire the gun over this front section, because the suspension can somewhat handle that. It's over the sides, which with 10 degrees of gun depression, it's pretty good, but just bear that in mind. As for, upgrade path, you want to go for the Shot Mark 8 as soon as possible. This is a really good upgrade, and it will last you till Shot Mark 9. After that, you want to get Shot Mark 9 and then get the engine upgrades, because this thing is a bit underpowered stock. Then obviously get artillery, smoke, and improved optics for usual stuff, and then just spade the rest how you like. This thing is really simple to spade. So, let's get into a match and see how we do. And welcome to the match. We're on Battle for Hurtgen Forest this time, and as you can see, what I meant about the suspension, yeah, this thing doesn't like driving at high speed over rough terrain, which is Ironic, because this is a South African vehicle, but, well, that's not exactly my place to tell it, is it? I didn't build the vehicle, but at least now we can do a spot of scouting and get ourselves some early points, and plus this will make, you know, getting our other vehicles spawned in, should we need to, a little bit easier. Obviously this is not a very well armoured vehicle, so that's just something to consider. That looks like a Swedish Sherman. I can take a shot at that. Got a commander, do a quick scout on him. I want to try and keep out of sight, so I'm going to pull it a bit forward. There's a Cheeto. Get a quick scout on him. They're actually bomb rushing our point, which is interesting. You're not scouted. I can take a quick shot at the ARL. Nah, a bit too low. There's another vehicle there I can see. Panzer IV-H. I could try and move up a little bit. Oh, looks like the Panzer IV just got killed by the Cheeto doing something stupid, which is not surprising. So there is a pretty good spot we can move to, but we've just got to be careful, because obviously we are quite a tall vehicle. Get a good scout in. I'm trying to be careful here, but obviously I could get sniped from their spawn, which is just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. There's a lot of trees which I need to be mindful of, but I'm not too worried about that. There goes the ARL. I think we're clear to move up to those rocks, which is where I wanted to head to. We will get an assist on the Swedish Sherman at the very least, so we can get a move on. They shouldn't see us, but, well, this is War Thunder. There's probably someone using a, you know, a cheat nowadays. Because there's a new cheat running around, for those that don't know. It's like one can best be described as a never, like, run out of ammo cheat. So, like, you're always firing your weapon. I was made aware of it the other day by someone in my Discord. They sent, like, a video of someone who was using it, and, well, yeah. Nice, that's why you bring AG. See what I mean? This thing's a little terror on the flanks, so you just gotta be mindful of how to use it. Okay, let's hit the reverse, because at least this way I could drive forward if something goes wrong. There's a Panzer IV, hold on. Driver gunner transmission. Or machine gunner, I should say. Just a commander. Well, I thought I hit the ARL then, but it's fine. Pea shooters coming in to provide air support. See what I mean? This thing is really good. And there's that Swedish Sherman from earlier. Loader. Track fuel tank. Nice, he's down. Can you see what I mean about the vehicle? Like, if you're not used to it, like I am, it can be something that can catch you off guard. So just bear that in mind. Like I say, it's best to fire over the front of the vehicle, but if you are used to it, like me, you tend to just know. I was just looking for enemy planes then. That's the IRL. That did fuck all damage. I know for a fact Harry's going to leave a comment about that. Oh, look at that British part metal. Even though it's South African, but the gun's British. He's going to do, oh, look at that British part metal. Trash. Or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like we've pretty much slaughtered the enemy team, so we are in a really good position now. I can hear a lot of anti-aircraft fire, so there is actually a spot I can use. So let me back her up. Because we are definitely known of in this position, that's for sure. Yeah, look there, Panzer IV. Commander gunner. That did nothing. Got him. See, I was not born yesterday, mate. I know to expect visitors. Okay, we're going to pull a bit forward. Because we can get back behind this dirt ridge. This is some solid cover. There's that Panzer. There's another Panzer IV. I don't have a shot on him right now. Hold on a minute. There's a half-track engaging over here. Got a track, load HE. Ah, missed it. Okay, we need to move, because that thing will shred us. I mean, if he wants to overheat his guns just firing in this direction, he can, but... Is that a friendly plane or an enemy plane? Ah, there it is. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, so far we're doing really well for ourselves. I've just seen something moving there. Yeah, there's a tank there. Panzer IV. Nice. He's down. See, the 6-pounder's a very good gun. It's just one of those that can be temperamental.
Let's keep the pressure on.
Where's that half-track gun? Okay, you're being dealt with. That's fine. But like I said, once you get this thing into a position, it's really good. There's that half-track was engaging earlier, but I prioritised the Panzers here. Holy Jesus, that's a lot of Sherman, well, a lot of tanks in general. Let's get some scouting in, get some free XP. Not like it matters, because, you know, I don't really need it, because this vehicle's already fully spaded. But that is a lot of vehicles. Right, you're going to be my priority, because you've got bushes on. And I despise players that play with bushes at these BRs. Kiss my ass, German main. Like, come on. We're not taking this seriously, you know? Like, we don't need bushes at this BR, please. Thank you. That's why your Panzer was first on my to-do list. Panzer IV too OP, it really isn't. So if the player knows what they're doing is when it is. A little bit too high. I'm going to go for the driver first. Drive machine gunner. Because by doing that, you disable the Panzer's ability to move, and their turret traverse isn't fast enough to swing over this side. And that was a C, so even if it could, you know. But no, we're doing really well for ourselves. 8 kills, 3 assists. I will take that. I don't see anyone else for now. There is smoke on that side, but I don't think that's anything to do with us. There's anti-aircraft fire. I've just seen a bit of engine smoke there. Yeah, there, log. VTT DCA, that is. I don't have any HE left, though. Engine radiator, that will keep him out of the fight for a little bit. There's another, and another. The guy with bushes is first. Well, if I can aim the 6-pounder a little bit higher, that would help. I don't have a direct line of sight on it. Oh, he's just hit our engine. We might be dead here. Oh yeah, I'm being focused from 2 different sides. Yep. Assad was clearly very angry with me, but I will take that. It's taken them that long to dispose of me, and well, the game's over, so, you know. No point me wasting a backup, because the game is over, but that just proves exactly my point about this vehicle. It's very good, and, you know, you have so much potential with this vehicle. And if they have to break out a Sav plus a Marder 3 to actually take you out, that just proves how good it is. And there we go. Like I say, that was really good. Like I say, 31, lots of scouting done. Obviously, we got quite a few damaged by, you know, and then of course intelligence. So we got a few assists as well. But like I said, this thing's really good, and I just think a lot of people don't play it. But, you know, this thing's really solid, and I really recommend giving this thing a drive. And I know Harry's already not happy with the fact that the wheel has been quite generous so far. But, no, my luck, I'm sure that's going to change. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed seeing the Sarc Mk VI 6-pounder in action today. It's a very good vehicle. It's something that I really think you should give a try. Obviously, starting from next week, we're going to be back to the normal 1 episode a week. So just bear that in mind and everything. So we will be obviously doing the 1 episode per week, and the spin of the wheel will be at the start. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed seeing the Sarc Mk VI in action, and I'll see you next time.